Hello, it's Jen Ike here with iusereviews.com, where I only review internet marketing products and programs that I actually use or have used. So today I want to talk to you about something kind of basic, something that many of you already have, but if you're just getting started with internet marketing, you might be interested in. Um, and you might learn something if you already got this. But anyway, it's about your hosting, your website hosting. Now, I know a lot of times you'll see internet marketers marketing, suggesting that you sign up for something called something hosts or, blue something. Um, but I want to tell you a little secret to that, and that is the fact that those internet marketers that are pushing that particular hosting company, website hosting company, they get paid pretty hefty commissions to push that, meaning that they may have never actually used that particular hosting company themselves. They are just, promoting it because they know they get a good sized commission off of it. So with that said, I want to tell you about who I use and maybe why. I personally use Hostgator. I know, don't flog me for it. But they do have a lot of features that I like, such as unlimited domains and a one-click WordPress installer, which we will explore in this video, what the importance of that is. But when you sign up, they actually have specific WordPress hosting, and I would not recommend that you get that. I can't recommend against the WordPress hosting. I don't think there's anything wrong with it per se. I just know that when I signed up, when I looked at my options, actually, let me backtrack and say I've been with Hostgator since about 2011. And so when I decided to, kind of do something different with my hosting and upgrade it a little bit, I looked into the WordPress hosting, and feel free to correct me if you've had a different experience, but I found that if I was reading right, you can only add so many WordPress sites. So WordPress, in case you don't know, if you're a complete newbie, is like a blogging platform, but you can use it for a lot more than just blogs. A lot of internet marketers put sites up using WordPress, and I highly recommend that you use it. It's really easy. It's free, but you have to be able to connect it to your hosting. So you go into your cPanel in HostGator and hook it up, and it's got the ability to do unlimited domains with WordPress installations, and we'll get into what all that is in a sec here, but what all that includes. But what I actually go with through HostGator that I've found to be a good compromise is their cloud hosting. Part of that is because it's faster than regular hosting, and I really wanted something that was going to, be as efficient as possible. I have a lot of sites that I host. And I also want to specify right here, stop and point out that all I use is their shared hosting. I don't ever use anything fancy like getting my own server or anything like that. I think I might have my own IP just because of, I'm trying to think, do I have my own IP address? I don't know, but I'm on shared hosting. So let me just tell you about some of the features of HostGator. They do have a faster speed available, and the cloud hosting is supposed to accomplish that. They have cloud servers, which, everything's in the cloud these days, so you want everything to be secure and your data and all that stuff. And I don't even know what all that means. I just know it's cool to say it's in the cloud, But they have unlimited domain names, which means that you can, and you don't have to buy them through HostGator. You can actually buy them through wherever else, and then get them set up on WordPress. I mean on HostGator. It's called an add-on domain. When you put it, you can kind of set your settings so that it's on their servers. And with that comes unlimited email addresses. So for every domain you set up, you can set up your own personalized. I could put like Jen Ike at whatever my domain is. You have unlimited databases, meaning that that's pretty important if you're using WordPress because every WordPress installation requires a database. So you want the ability to do that, and unlimited WordPress installations. I will say that I think there is a cap on, I mean, they say in there that they have the right to limit you even though it's unlimited, basically. But I've never had a problem with it. I mean, I guess if you were trying to put like 10,000 sites up, then they might say that's getting a bit too much. I don't have quite that many up, so they haven't ever yelled at me about it. So it's just never been an issue. Now, one thing that drives me crazy is when programs, internet marketing programs, require you to get different hosting. Like I said, I have the shared hosting, and it's treated me well. I've never had a problem installing my WordPress sites on it or hooking up my domains or anything like that. And I think that any time that a program wants you to do that, it should be a huge red flag, like buyer beware. I know there's some programs that you can get, and if you're new to internet marketing, you kind of learn this as you go along, but there's some programs you try out and you find out after the fact that, hey, this is all just kind of a front to get you hooked up with their hosting plan. A lot of them will say like, unlimited hosting for life comes with this website, so then you pay this big amount so you'll get the unlimited lifetime hosting. And that to me just isn't worth it. I don't care if it's lifetime hosting, if it's a crap host, basically. So that's one thing to be aware of. Like I said, I know Hostgator's had its issues before. I've had my issues with them before. I know one time they totally switched ownership and didn't really let people know that they were doing it, so my sites were acting weird. They weren't coming up, and in the process I found out they were switching servers, which I was like, you could have told me that you were switching management, But that's actually only happened once. And they've treated me pretty good over the years, I have to say. I've been okay with them. So if you're looking for a solid hosting company that will take care of all your needs if you're an internet marketer, personally, I think Hostgator's the way to go. I know they're kind of the Nickelback of hosting companies, web host companies, but I've never had a problem with them. So, they've met all my needs, and frankly, I can't find a better deal for the money. I mean, for what I pay, and it's not a whole lot, I've got pretty much all the websites I want to put up. And like I said, I still have quite a few, not as many as I used to have up, but, I have a lot of projects, or even if I just have an idea, I might go ahead and buy a domain and, start a site, connect it, and then maybe it just sits there, And so if you want the ability to do that without worrying about, oh, that, I'm at my limit or whatever, then, Hostgator's a good way to go. So if you're interested in getting Hostgator, you can go to iusereviews.com/Hostgator and get it through my affiliate link, which I would greatly appreciate. But whichever you use, I would encourage you to stay tuned to my reviews, because I'm definitely going to be going into more about hosting and domain names in a later video, and also maybe programs in general about that are geared toward internet marketing. So I don't know. I mean, I've got a ton of things I could go into, but I want to hear from you. I want to know what kind of stuff you'd like me to review. You have to keep it kind of general because, like I said, I only review what I've used before or what I currently use. But if you want to tell me, like, hosting, domain names, internet marketing programs having to do with whatever, then feel free to let me know. And, if I've tried it, I might give it a review. If I haven't, I'll probably pass on it, or maybe I'll try it just so I can review it, and give you my impressions on it. So, okay, that's it. Thanks for tuning in.